So we've got a fired up crowd of all ages, all type, genders, et cetera, et cetera. This is America standing in front of me, right? And so, Congressman Malinowski, take it away.
Well, thank you, and I'm glad you're fired up. We can be angry, we can be sad, and we should be all of those things. The most important thing is that we be determined to not let what the Supreme Court just did be the last word in America. And let me tell you where I think we are. Obviously, this is a dark day. For decades, the overwhelming majority of Americans believed and had a right to believe that Roe versus Wade was the law of the land, that it was settled. This was not going to change. And as of today, it's not. In multiple states, we all know this, women are about to be treated as they were more than 50 years ago. Women and doctors are going to be treated as criminals for exercising a right that the vast majority of Americans still support. No, I think we have to be honest with ourselves. This is happening not just because of 5 or 6 men on the Supreme Court. It's happening because, in part, we, the majority of Americans who feel that this needs to remain the settled law of the land, did not take as seriously as we should have the promises that Republicans made year after year to repeal Roe versus Wade, because we did not make women's reproductive freedoms a voting issue in the last few elections. That has to change, and I believe it's about to change. I'm going to make sure that it changes, at least for the 7th District of New Jersey. The stakes in this election could not be more clear than they are today. Now, I know that some of our friends and neighbors may be comforted by the fact that in New Jersey we did pass a law codifying Roe v. Wade, and I'm grateful to our legislature. I'm grateful to Governor Murphy for getting that done. But we're all Americans here. We all have sisters and daughters and cousins and loved ones and dear friends who live in the states where, as of today, this right is no longer secure. And that's not satisfactory to me. That's not something that I can tolerate, and I know it's not something you will either. And what's more, we also know that the Republicans,
You can move up if you feel comfortable. Sorry, they're having trouble hearing you. Maybe if you speak up.
Okay, I don't know if me speaking up will help. Can you?
Yes.
All right, good. And what's more, we know that the Republicans have promised that if they take back control of the Congress, they are going to pass a law that bans abortion nationwide, and that law would override our law in the state of New Jersey. So that's what's at stake in this election. Now, I know people may feel a bit dispirited after today. I know that this can't be described as anything other than a defeat. But we are absolutely not defeated. And we have a very, very straightforward and realistic plan for turning this around. And I'll tell you exactly what it is. All we have to do is get 2 more United States senators who are willing to reform or end the filibuster to enshrine Roe versus Wade in the law. And don't forget, we got to hold the House. Those are the 2 things we got to do. So, look, there's one thing, here's another way to put it. There's one thing that can make this better. 2 more senators and hold the House. And there's one thing that can make this worse, and that's the Republicans taking back the House of Representatives and passing a nationwide ban. And guess who in the United States of America is in the best position to make sure that we get the better of those 2 scenarios? And that's us. Because in the 7th District, we are in a position to determine which party controls the House of Representatives for the next 2 years. In the 7th District, we are in a position to elect somebody Senate before he quit that job to run for mine. His final vote was to refuse to enshrine Roe v. Wade into the laws of the state of New Jersey.
Tom?
Roe v. Wade.
Tom, we're having a really tough time hearing you. I don't think. Yeah, no, I know. I think we got the message. You got to kick some Democratic, you know what, right? Okay. Thank you. Okay.
I'll see you back home soon.
Hopefully we see you live soon. Okay.